Hey guys, it's TJ here from Think Tank Australia and Business Performance Coaching, and you're here on a webinar on how to scale your business with Facebook ads. Now, the first thing first I need you to do is just give me a chat in the chat box up there and go, hey, I can hear you. The mic is all good. Just say, yes, can you hear me? Just give me a yes if you can hear me. That is a crucial step because if not, this webinar is not going to go well with me miming this. So yes, can you hear me in the chat box, guys? And we're going to go straight into it today. Now, we are going to learn Facebook ads. Today, we are going to go exactly how to get up your ads, how to write the copy, what funnels you should be choosing for your business. We're going to look at basically everything to get you 10 clients every week through Facebook ads. My name is TJ or Travis Jones. This is an interactive webinar today. So I need you to ask me questions and I'm going to give you answers. That's a super crucial thing. One other thing I'm going to tell you today as well, guys, is I use Webinar Jam as a software. So with that, there's always about a 10-second delay with me talking and you answering. So if you ask a question or if I ask a question, there's always going to be about 10 to 15-second delay. I'm going to take you off my face right now over to the slides because they're better than my face. And we can go straight through the webinar. So they're coming up right now. There we go. So with this, today's webinar, how to 10x your lead generation with Facebook ads and acquire clients for a fraction of the price. That is exactly what we're going to cover today. Now with this, who is this for? Well, it's for business owners looking to grow their business. Obviously, that's why you're here. Anyone who wants to acquire clients through Facebook ads, entrepreneurs looking to scale their marketing and attract clients for free, and online business owners looking to get high ticket with ease. Now, you're also going to understand how to effortlessly make marketing free with self-liquidating offers, how to create offers that convert, and how to get 5 to 9 clients every single week. You're going to learn how to scale a 7-figure business. I'm going to go through your 7-figure funnel for you so you can understand, okay, if I just do this one funnel, I can get this right for my business, I can turn it into a 7-figure funnel. And then also we're going to go through choosing your funnel, writing your ad, creating your ad, launching your campaign, and those who actually come to the end of the webinar today, I'm going to live go through how to set up an ad, how to write copy. I'm going to do it all live. So stick to the end. I'm going to go through that. So just want to let you know, house rules for today. This is not get rich quick. This is not what we're doing today. This is not do nothing, click a button, make money. You must be willing to be an expert in your field. So you must be willing to help people. And this is another thing I always like to say is, you must be open to doing things differently, because if it's not broke, don't fix it. If you are broke, well, it's time to fix it. So with this, does this sound like you? Before we get into this today, I need to ask you, does it sound like you? Some weeks you attract 3 to 4 clients, and then there's other weeks you're left scratching your head going, where is the next lead? When's it going to come in? And you start each month with this plan of attack. I'm going to do this outreach. I'm going to get these referrals. I'm going to do these Facebook ads. And then by the end of the month, you're just like, what happened? It just didn't work for me. You're frustrated with your current growth. Sorry, guys. You're frustrated with your current growth of your business, and because you're great at what you do, but it just doesn't reflect with the sales coming through the door. Or you see other business owners or competitors, they're easily growing their business, and you just don't know why you can't grow yours the same. Or really, you started your business to gain freedom. If I look back 7 years ago when I started the first business, I was living in the gym, and I'll get into that story in a little bit, but I was living in the gym and I started this business because I wanted to help more people. I wanted financial freedom. I wanted freedom for myself. And then after that first year, I felt like I was in a jail. I had less money, I had less time, and I felt like I was working like 22 hours a day. So we need to change things for you, because that's what I need to do. I need to change back then. And you also think to yourself, if I just got 10 hot leads every single week into my business, that means my business is going to grow. I'm going to be able to get my success that I wanted. The last thing, and this is what I was 7 years ago, I was afraid to spend money on marketing. I saw it as an expense, not an investment. I didn't know that if I spent $1 on marketing, I get $5 back or $10 back. But now I see it as an investment, because I know if I spend $10, I'm going to get $100 back. If I spend $100, I'm going to get $1,000 back. I need that exact understanding. I have that exact certainty now. Give me a yes in the chat box if you had the exact certainty that if you spent $10 on marketing, you got $50 back. Would you spend $100 a day? If you had the exact certainty that you spent $10 on marketing, you get $50 back, would you spend $100 a day? Just in the chat box, give me a yes if is that what you would do. But obviously, when you actually implement the system you learned today, you're going to have new problems. You're going to have better quality problems. You're going to go, oh my gosh, I need to hire new staff because my business is scaling and I can't do it all myself. Or, oh, I need to find a new location because my first business is at capacity. Or I'm actually making lots of money right now. I need to find a better wealth advisor to create wealth with all the money I'm making. Who am I? I'm the guy on the left, not the one on the right. That's me. I'm Travis Jones. And I started RBT Gyms over 6 years, actually 7 years ago. I started RBT Gyms. We've grown from one gym up to 20 gyms around the world. We do $12 million of revenue. We have business performance coaching. We mentor hundreds of clients around Australia to grow their business. We have Attain Digital, where we actually do marketing for businesses around the world as well. We also have a Pilates business on the side, just because why not? Now, with this, we specialize helping business owners grow their business, positioning them and helping their marketing and getting them clients with ease and helping them actually, get high ticket clients. It wasn't always like this for me. That's a big crucial thing. I'm about to teach you the 5 steps to get clients with ease. But if I rewind back 7 years ago, I was literally living in my gym. I sold my car to open my first business. I had to move into the gym because I couldn't afford rent at home and actually pay my lease. I lived in a 3x3 meter room with my dog Hercules. And some days I literally couldn't afford to feed myself and I could only afford to pay for my employees. So back then I was like, my marketing was walking the streets. I literally used to walk up to people and say, hey, I've got this gym down the road. Would you like to come in for a month for free? If I give you great results, will you refer someone? Will you stay? And we grew from that marketing on. I was walking the streets and I thought to myself about 6 months in, I was like, there has to be another way. I have to learn how to market myself because this is not scalable. I couldn't get to 2 gyms and 3 gyms just walking the streets. It's impossible. And especially 20 gyms right now, that is something that just couldn't happen. So with this, I knew I had to find a mentor. And if I look back then, no worries, Simon, for being late. It's okay. Look back then, I saw this guy marketing in the US and he was amazing at what he did. He was, doing blogging and he was writing the right type of Facebook ads. This was like when Facebook ads first happened. And I was like, I knew I needed to be coached by him. I didn't have the cash at that point because I was like just opening my business and I didn't have any type of payment plan. He'd ran this competition and this competition was whoever could rep his blog the best. I actually won a year of coaching and mentoring. Now, with this, I was like, what do I do? What do I do to rep his blog the best? People were holding signs at the Eiffel Tower and, there are the Empire State Building in New York. And I was sitting in Melbourne, like, how can I rep it the best? And it was over 30 days. And the last day, what I did is I went down to the tattoo store and I have a tattoo across the back of my shoulder still today. I tattooed this guy's website on my shoulder. So I have a tattoo of his website on my shoulder today. And I took a picture. I sent that across to him. The first thing he said to me is like, holy crap, you are crazy. The second thing is like, no one can beat that. You just want a year of coaching. And from that, I found my first mentor in business. And I've had, 7, 8 mentors after that. But that was getting my foot in the door with marketing. And it's learned some of the stuff I'm going to teach you today. And after that, I've had many other mentors. I'm going to teach you some other stuff, the 5 steps. And I just wanted to tell you that because today this is your, tattoo on the shoulder. It's your line in the stand where you're all chips in. You're going to learn some stuff that's going to profoundly change your business. Now, we just don't talk about ourselves. Obviously, that's not why you're here. We, help businesses, all different businesses grow their business. This is Lionel. He's a digital agency. He's gone to $20,000 a week and quadrupled his business. Chaucer grew his business by $1.5 million. And we have Ben, who grew by $375,000 in just 5 months. And Lydia, who's a beauty therapist, she went to $10,000 a week. So from $3,500 a month to $10,000 a week. So $40,000 a month, which is crazy. Now, with this, let's get going. I'm going to talk about some terminology today. This terminology is, you have to understand what a lead is. Well, that's when someone actually gives you their information, name, email, phone number, for what you have. It's literally like an ethical bribe where we do that through a lead magnet. So that's what a lead is. So essentially everyone who's on here today, I have leads from you. I have your name and I have your email address and I have some of your phone numbers. So we can communicate. I can build rapport with you. We can have conversation now, which is amazing because our conversations are all about helping you. A lead magnet is example, this webinar. It was, I'm going to give you something in return for your information. So I'm going to teach you how to do Facebook advertising. A lead magnet for any of your businesses could be all different. We're going to talk about that today. And then a funnel. A funnel is the top of market. For us, there is $520,000, $520,000 small business owners in Australia currently on Facebook. That's the top of our funnel. We put a webinar below them and we bring them down their funnel, people interested in marketing. And from that, we'll have a conversation one-on-one with us. And from that, we could actually help you grow your business with coaching. And that's what a funnel looks like. So we have to look at, what does your funnel look like with your marketing? So the 3 questions I'm going to ask you before we start doing our ads today, and this is so crucial that I know these answers, is if the next year went perfectly, if you learned how to market, effortlessly convert people to clients, and you could grow your business beyond your wildest dreams, how much money would you make over the next year? And guys, remember, you aren't the person you were yesterday. You are the person you are learning today, because we require new information every single day. So don't talk about your last year's results. Talk about, if you learn how to market today and you could get all the leads you wanted over the next 4 weeks and then over the next year because you're learning this new information today, where would your business be? Well, we grow a gym, for example, at our RBT gyms. We can grow a gym, we can open up a gym on day 1 at 200 clients. And by 5 weeks, by 10 weeks, it's doing $11,000 a week in revenue. So we grow a $550,000 business in 11 weeks. So I want to know, if your next year went perfect, in the chat box, just let me know, what turnover would you do? 250K, 500K, $1 million, $10 million? I want to know, where will you be at? And I want you to have a think to yourself, how would your life change if you made this money? You know, why do you want it? Do you want to actually hire more staff so you can help more people? Would you go on a holiday if you made this money because you haven't been on a holiday for the last 5 years? Would you essentially buy a house for your parents? I'm not sure. And then thinking about this revenue goal, if your average client was $3,000, how many clients do you actually need? So with us, one of our clients, for example, you might be thinking to yourself, oh, I can't get a $3,000 client, TJ. I'm like, well, one of our clients, she's a massage therapist. And, instead of going, I'm going to go and find people that pay me $3,000 for a massage, we said, okay, let's think outside the box. Let's think a little bit differently. If people aren't going to pay you $3,000 for a massage, who could? So instead, we actually used a new message. We went to small business owners, and it's a $3,000 retainer for a quarter, where she goes in once a month and she does some massages for the clients or for the staff of that employer, and that's what she does. And then it's like, okay, now we just have to. Her client is actually small business owners, and then she wanted to make her money, which is that $500K a year, and we worked out, okay, for you to make that $500,000 a year, all you need to do is you need to make essentially 3.3 sales every single week. And that was her goal. So now she had a new goal. I need to make 3.3 sales a week for small business owners to do my massage. And she's growing a $500,000 massage business. We have a couple coming through, $720,000 Austin, $750,000 to $1 million Simon. Austin, aim to continue building the business. Guys, I want to, for sure, give me some numbers so we can work with, because that is such a crucial thing. This is an interactive webinar, so you can tell me where you want to be. I can help you get there. So I would be happy to $100,000 profit, which will grow $1 million business. Love it, Fiona. Awesome. So with this, we have to understand marketing through Facebook is different to marketing through Google AdWords. Google AdWords, if they want, for example, a business coach, they're like, business coach, Melbourne. And you're at the top, and it's like booking a strategy call. People actually go onto Google with a thought in their mind saying, I want this service, or I want this product. So they're Googling, and they're in the position, they understand the product, or they understand the problem they're in, and they're seeking a solution. Facebook is different. People are on Facebook looking at pictures of cats, looking at their friends' foods, and trying to procrastinate. That's why they're on Facebook. So instead, we need to have a whole different funnel, a totally different funnel. And that's what we're going to talk about today, seeing which funnel fits your business. So at the top of this, this same funnel works for everyone. If we look at it, an intro offer. So at the top of the funnel, essentially an intro offer would be an irresistible offer paid. That's if you're in a product-aware marketplace. So if I look at the gyms, for example, people know if I go to the gym and I eat healthy, I lose weight. So they're very product-aware that a gym is a product. So if I do this, I can market on Facebook the product. I can market 50% off, our 28-day challenge. People go, okay, I understand that product. They're selling it at a discount. I'm going to opt in for their intro offer, which is an irresistible offer, and that's what we can market. But some of us are in a problem-aware marketplace. So this problem-aware marketplace, whether it be, hey, I need more tiles on my roof, so I need a roofer. So essentially, they need to understand the problem, or if I am looking at a financial planner, the problem they're having is I'm trying to create wealth, or I want to buy properties, or I need to invest my super in. So instead of going, hey, come down for an irresistible offer with a financial plan, it probably wouldn't work. But instead, if you marketed content to Facebook, talking about the problems that people are facing, and then went to a strategy call, well, that's where it's going to work. And then you downsell into your core offer, and you downsell below that into your premium offer. So for us, for example, business consulting, we have an intro offer. We have our webinar at the top. After this webinar, we do a strategy call. We can have a talk with some of the businesses on here and help them grow their business. And below that, we can go, okay, we can consult your business now. So you want to think, how is the funnel look inside my business? And for all of us on here, I'm going to help you grow your business. Everyone on here, guys, there's 30 of us on here right now. I want you in the chat box, just comment what industry are you in and what city. Industry and city. If you can give me what industry you're in and tell me what city you live in as well, super crucial, so I can tell you exactly what funnel as we go through the webinar today, what you should be using. 240K per annum, Cresting, the best service in clients, Perth. Love it. Awesome, Mark. Great stuff, guys. So chat box, what industry you're in, what city you're in. So with this, now we understand the funnel. This is the top of the funnel right here, team. This is the top of the funnel. For us to make $1 million, and this is where I was when I started my business, I wanted to focus on the million. Because I was focused on the outcome so much, I wasn't sure about the process. So I was churning my wheels trying to get my first million. I was like, oh, focus on million, focus on million. I was never getting there. So only when I transferred, rather than focusing on the outcome to focusing on the process, that's when everything changed. I was like, okay, instead of focusing on the outcome, I knew that from every lead I get, I sell every 2 leads, I sell 1 into my intro offer. And every 2 into my intro offer, I sell 1 into my core, which was my $3,000 sale. So for me to get 6 sales a week and $1 million business, I needed 24 leads a week. And I wanted to break it down even further from there. So instead of going 24 leads a week, I just need 3.3 leads a day. So focusing on my first $1 million, what I did was I just need 3.3 leads a day. I could still walk the streets to find 3.3 leads a day. I could network and hustle to find 3.3 leads a day. I couldn't grow past there, but I knew I could make my first $1 million. And whilst I'm doing that, I need to acquire a skill set to make my second million, because I'm not going to walk the streets trying to find 7 leads a day or 10 leads a day and go past there. But to make our first million, okay, all you need is 3.3 leads a day, 1 in 2, so 12 people into your intro offer. Okay, so nearly 1.5 leads into your intro offer every day of that, and you upsell half of those into your core offer. If we look at a $500,000 business, all you need is like 1.8 leads a day. If you make 1.8 leads a day, the process takes care of the outcome. We know that if I get 12 leads and they're quality leads, this isn't like looking at the white pages and picking people randomly. They opted in for your service. They registered, I want to talk to you. I want your irresistible offer. I want your intro offer. If I know I just need 12 leads a day, 12 leads a week, 1.8 leads a day, I get into my intro offer and I get 3 sales a week. Or if I just wanted a $250,000 business, I need like 0.9 leads a day. If I get 0.9 leads every single day, I'm going to make a $250,000 business. Now, this is for those who need to have essentially a intro offer. Those who don't have an intro offer, so some of us on here essentially maybe you're a tradie, okay, or you're a financial planner. For that, instead, you probably don't have a intro offer. You get the 24 leads, and rather than selling 50% and 50%, you probably go straight into your quote and you sell 25% into the 6 sales. So it still reigns true. If you want to make $1 million business and you're a tradie and it's an average of $3,000 per sale, you need 24 leads a week. You sell 25% of those, and you're going to make $1 million business. So whether it be here 50%, 50%, or here 25% straight into your core offer, it still reigns true. So this is how easy it is to make your $1 million business. We start focusing on the process, not the outcome. We start focusing on 3.3 leads a day, 1.8 leads a day, focus on 0.9 leads a day. The outcome actually takes care of itself. Give me a 1 in the chat box. If you just give me a 1 in the chat box, team, does this make it easier? A 1 in the chat box, does this actually make it easier if we start focusing on the process? If we start focusing on, okay, what marketing do I need to put to make 0.9 leads a day? And I'm actually going to make 250K. What marketing do I need to get, essentially 1.8 leads a day? And then I'm going to make a $500,000 business. It's to get 3.3 leads a day. What marketing do I need? I'm going to make $1 million business. Because then you can look at this. The process, we start to go focus on the process. It's like, okay, if I'm not converting at 50%, I can go, okay, I need to work on my sales skills. If I'm not working at 50%, I need to work on my outcome offer, what I'm actually selling here. Because if we focus on this first, this is our first problem. then we can start focusing on the other ones. And that's such a crucial aspect. So 6 per week, very doable. Awesome. I'm seeing a lot of ones come through. This is fantastic. So now we have clarity. We have clarity on how we're actually going to get our goal as far as the numbers or how many leads we need. And if we look, for example, just so we understand, I'm going to ask you one more question before I start the 5 steps to Facebook ads. If we understand that each lead on average on the top end would cost you about $30 a lead on the top end. So if I want essentially, a $250,000 business, I need 6 leads to a week to achieve that. I need to spend about $200 a week or $180 a week on leads. Okay. To do this, 12 times 3, we have a $360 budget, or we have about $750 budget up here. If we do this, that's what's going to cost us through Facebook ads to make $1 million. Are you willing to spend $30,000 on marketing to $35,000 on marketing to make $1 million business? Okay, super crucial. If you had the exact certainty that if I spent $35,000 a year on marketing, I was going to make $1 million business, just give me a 2 in the chat box. Would you do it? Okay, if you had the certainty. And now, once you answer that, I'm going to go straight into the 5 steps to Facebook ads, because that's what we're going to learn today, giving you the exact certainty on how to turn 24 leads or how to get those 24 leads so you can make $1 million business. So the 5-step system is this. First, we start with research. Super crucial. We have to understand who our market is, what do they want, how do they want it. We have to start our lead magnet. What is the ethical bribe they actually want? And then we go into our Facebook ad. We go, out of the 14 different types of Facebook ad, which one is actually right for me? Is the traffic ad, an engagement ad, a lead ad, a conversion ad, is a likes campaign? And then, okay, I know these. I know the research. I know the lead magnet. I know the right Facebook ad. If you match this with the incorrect funnel, if you all of a sudden do a case study funnel instead of a discount funnel, or you do a value video funnel instead of essentially an ebook funnel or a report funnel, your results will dramatically shift, because you must choose the right funnel that is the right ethical bribe for your marketplace. So this is where all of a sudden there's a brick wall right here. Everything up here is taking us towards the brick wall. If we have enough motion over here, we smash through that brick wall. When we have the right funnel, all of a sudden we get to the sales. Awesome. We have a bunch of people saying, yes, they would spend $35,000 a year on ads. If they had certainty, that would turn into $1 million. Let's go into the first step, which is step 1. We need to understand this. My goal on the webinar today to give you a couple of aha moments. Okay, that's how easy it is. So hopefully step 1 on the aha moment, it's like, okay, I only need 3.3 leads a day. That's the first aha moment, and that's our focus. Now, next couple of aha moments are going to be over the next couple of minutes. So what do they actually want? So you have to understand this. If you can write this down as you're watching, as you're listening to this, get a pen and paper out, write on your laptop, write on your knee, your arm, whatever you need to do. You need to go, what are the frustrations? What are the frustrations that keep my business? What is the frustration that keep my marketplace up at night? So if I'm talking to business owners, I know that a frustration, and we're talking about lead generation, it's like, the frustration is I don't have enough money. The frustration is I don't have the technical skills to get this together. I don't know how to do this. I don't have the money to spend on marketing to get the leads. And then the frustration is I don't know what's going wrong, because I'm great at what I do, but it's not translating into the growth of our business. So these are the big frustrations that I talk to with business owners. But then what are the desires? So if you can go, what are the frustrations or the pain my marketplace is in? Okay, that's how I start with my copywriting, or that's how I go, okay, I need to overcome this with my lead magnet. And then the desire. My lead magnet must give them this desire. So I'm going to give you some wins so you feel like you're winning today. So what's the desire? Well, my desire is I open up my laptop every day, my MacBook or my laptop or my computer every day, and there's 3 new hot leads in there, 3.3 hot leads in there every single day to make $1 million business. If I did that desire, all of a sudden, yes, that's what I want. I know that I'm making 1 sale every day through my marketing. I have certainty that I spend $1, I get $5 back, or I spend $100, I get $500 back. I have exact certainty. That is the desire of the small business owner. Also, the desire is I started this business for freedom. I started this business for time freedom, financial freedom, and to actually help people. Okay, this is the desire that you want. So everything that I would be marketing would be like, how do I overcome the frustration, and how do I get you towards the desire? So then all of a sudden I've got a marketing plan in place. And how can I do that? Well, I can do that right now by teaching you Facebook advertising. And this is the ethical bribe. So I want you to think about, what are the frustrations that your marketplace has. If we look at problem aware, I'm in a problem aware marketplace. You don't know the product that is the think tank that we have, or you are the problem aware, which is lead generation. So I talk about Facebook ads. If we look at essentially some of his in here, fitness, for example, there's a product aware marketplace, but the frustrations is I'm 5 to 10 kilos overweight. I don't fit into my clothes. I feel I'm not confident. That's the frustrations they have. The desire is they go down to the beach and they take their shirt off. They feel amazing. Confidence is through the roof. It's a guy. They look down and they have a six-pack. It's a female. They have toned abs and they have a firm booty and firm legs. Like, that's the desire. Well, what I do is I bridge the gap with essentially a 28-day challenge. So it's like 50% off. We help guarantee you lose 5 kilos or we double your money back. So essentially that's the bridge for a product-aware marketplace. So I talk about the frustration, I talk about the pleasure, and I bridge the gap with essentially a discount offer. So that is something I look at. You have to understand, what is your market's frustration? What is your market's pleasure? What gets them there? And then what is the ethical bribe that are you going to give them that actually gets them across the line, that gives you the details, so all of a sudden you can start a relationship, and then you can start building them into satisfied customers and finally into raving fans. And that first thing for us today is a Facebook webinar. The first thing for you, for some of our businesses on here, we have gyms. It could be a 28-day challenge, or it could be anything. We have essentially, bookkeeping. It could be you analyze their last 6 months or last 12 weeks books for them, and you come up with a solution. It could be a mobile PT, similar. It could be a discount offer, whether it's essentially 2 sessions. I come to your house and, 2 sessions for $77, and you upsell them into a 6-month plan. Dentistry, it could be a free teeth clean, or it could be a discount into a teeth whitening product, and you're going to upsell them from there. We have essentially, give me some more industries, guys. Everyone on here, give me some more industries and I'll work with you. Sport and recreation, retail. What is it like? What's your marketplace really by, David? What are you looking at? Mindset behavioral coach. What specifically do you want to work with there, Frederick? Who do you help? It could be a 7-day online challenge where you help them overcome self-sabotage and increase self-belief, and then you go into a strategy call, and then you upsell them into a 6-month program with you. So what we have to look at is, what's the one thing they want to know or have, and what are their frustrations, what is their pleasure, and how can our funnel actually bridge that gap? Then we go into this, the attention paradigm. So crucial. Our marketing must have this attention paradigm. So you must be passionate about what you do. And I think, when I talk today, you're going to go, oh, that guy's really passionate. And some people will be turned off by that, but you polarize the marketplace. You must be passionate about what you do. Because if you are selling a product and someone who is bland, dull, and not passionate is selling the exact same product, the people who are passionate about what they do, that's where your marketplace will gravitate towards, because you're like, that guy, he is so passionate about actually delivering the service. I know he'll go above and beyond for me. So that's what we have to look at. Passion is the first part. Education is the second part of the Venn diagram, the attention paradigm. So the attention paradigm is here. It's like, are you educating your marketplace in sports performance? For you, Austin, are you educating them why they need to choose this? If you're talking about cricket, why this cricket bat is better than X cricket bat? Why, these pads are better than those pads? Are you actually educating them? And the next one, do you have proof? So for you, proof is, you could have credibility and celebrity people using those cricket pads in the education. So all of a sudden you're buying that trust and that celebrity status. For us, so like for the gyms or for the business coaching or for a service-based industry rather than a product-based industry, or like you're literally selling physical products, then the proof comes in testimonials. Is your marketing giving them passion? Is it educating the marketplace? So I'm teaching you about Facebook ads today. And do I have proof where it shows you that clients we've worked with actually got amazing results, and you're going to be just like them? So if I can go bang, 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 that Venn diagram where those 3 hit the middle, they hit the center, passion, proof, and education, that's when people will start to buy, because people buy from those who they trust, and people trust those who educate them. And the last thing, you're actually trying to solve a problem, or you're just selling products? Because the crucial thing is business owners are problem solvers. And if we can have this like little bit of a reframe right now, if we reframe in our mind, we're not out there trying to sell our services. We're out there just trying to solve problems. And if you solve enough problems with people with personal belief problems, or they have enough problems with people trying to understand, the right type of bathroom renovation, like this is where your bathroom problem is, and this is a solution for you. Is it high-end bathroom renovations, Emma? Let me know if it's high-end. Is it the problem where they don't know where their cash flow is? So you could the bookkeeper could do a bit of a 7-day cash flow challenge. You're getting these business owners opt in for this, and you're educating them on cash flow, and then you have their email list built, and you can do the cash flow for them, and you can actually take them on. You're really a problem solver. And if we start going into Facebook with our marketing going, I just want to solve problems today. If I solve 3.3 people's problems, well, I'm going to make my sales. I'm going to make $1 million business. Crucial reframe you must have in your mind when you go into your marketing. So we must be solving problems, and your marketing must be doing that for you. That's what your lead magnet must be doing. So today for us, my problem I'm helping you solve is lead generation. Then they must actually want your lead magnet. So you must be choosing one, do they trust you? Do you match what's happening? Do you actually match the marketplace? Do you have social proof? Super crucial. For us, everyone who hits this webinar today is going to get retargeted with testimonials of our clients and how we've helped them with, results and how we've actually changed their business and their lives. So you're going to see that. So it increases social proof. So you trust us even more. And then also, are you using the right type of copy? So this is the crucial part. The Facebook advertising. Are you using the right type of copy that's actually going to get the clicks? Because we're going to go through different copywriting today, but with a discount offer, AIDA-based copy works best, which is attention, interest, desire, action. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Or case study-based funnels, they work best with story-based copy. It's talking about how Julie changed her life with business performance coaching, and how she increased her business by $1 million, and now she's stress-free, and she's grown her business, and it's everything she thought she wanted. And click the link below to see Julie's story. So all of a sudden that works better than AIDA. Or is it like problem, agitate, solve? So that works really well for webinars or seminar-based marketing, or even for yourself, Emma, who is doing the renovations. It works well with reports. So it's problem, agitate, solve. So it's like you talk about the problem. Are you struggling with Facebook marketing? You agitate them. And it's like agitate the problem, which is like, do you open up your email every single morning hoping for new leads, but it's still inbox is zero, except with 1,000 people asking with problems that you're trying to solve. And then as solve, click the link below to register for our Facebook marketing webinar, where we teach you how to get 10 leads every single day through Facebook advertising. That's a problem, agitate, solve, style copy. But you need to know, when should I use AIDA? When should I use PASS? And when should I use story? I'm going to show you that with our funnels today. And then also, what is the right type of funnel? This is the most crucial thing. And I talked to you about this before. And like obviously with your targeting as well. Am I doing a discount offer or an intro offer, a value video offer, a seminar or a webinar offer, a cheat sheet, a video series, a content funnel, an ebook funnel, or epic blog? So for someone like Emma, for example, you could do a case study funnel where you've renovated this high-end bathroom, but then it's like, okay, I need to put this funnel in front of the right person, okay? Because I should market to people. If I'm living in Melbourne, I can market to people who own their house, who essentially make over $250,000 combined income for their house. I know they have at least a 4-bedroom house, for example. Then I'm going to market to those people who live in Toorak and Brighton, knowing they make money, they own their own house, and they would have lived in there maybe for 4 years, okay? Because we can go how long people have lived in there for as well. So I have my key demographic. I can market a case study of a before and an after, and how renovating their kitchen not only increased their living standards, but also increased the value of their house. So by spending $10,000 or spending $20,000 on a renovation where they took the money out of the equity, it actually grew the equity in their house. And that's the case study I would market to those high-end people, Emma, which would work for you. Emma, would that work for you? Yes or no? Just give me a bit of an understanding. If that wouldn't work for you, Emma, let me know and I'll tell you another funnel you could use. So this is what I call the value scale. This is something I created. And I'm going to talk through everyone on here. So how do you use this value scale? If we look at on the lower end of the value scale, this is low risk, less time, low reward. Like Emma, you're up around the 7 or 8 because you're selling $10,000 to $20,000 to $30,000, $10,000 to $20,000, $30,000 renovations. But we look down here, it's a club or a bar. People are literally selling like $5 drinks. So I can market to on Facebook. It comes down to targeting. I can market to people who have friends' birthdays in the next 28 days. So I could market to me, for example, if Matt was having a birthday in the next 28 days, and it's like I could market to me. It's like, Baroque Clubhouse is inviting you down for you and 5 of your friends for one free drink on us for your friend's birthday, your friend's upcoming birthday. Don't be a shit bloke this year and take your friend down to our club and have 6 drinks on us. Now, for them, you're going to get people to register their information. You're booking in, essentially, these 6 guys to come down for 6 free drinks. You know each of them are going to spend $100 each, so you just acquired a $600 purchase for essentially giving out a couple of $2 drinks, $12 worth of drinks. So that's what I would look at here. A restaurant, for example, one of the cafes we work with, what they do between 9:30 and 11:30 a.m., Mondays and Wednesdays, they market to mums within 5 kilometers around their area, and they do story time. So they market to mums. They know they have kids under 4, and they go story time limited to 20 mums only. You have to book in and reserve your place, and they have a story time teller talking stories to the actual kids. And you're getting 20 mums down there between 9:30 and 11:30, which is normally quiet for them. And essentially with that, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, they packed. They know they're selling probably 20 to 40 coffees. They know they're selling cake. They know they're selling baby chinos. It's actually one of the most busiest times for a cafe because they got their marketing on point. So it's making sure your marketing is matching the right message to the marketplace. That was a lot of words. Say that 10 times. So then we have essentially the 3 to 4 marketplace here. This is our gyms, our PTs, our massage, Pilates, yoga, carpet cleaner. Discount offers work great. Discount offers work great. Retail, I'll tell you retail in a second. It's actually down the bottom end here, David. With this, we have gyms, PT, massage, Pilates, yoga. This is a discount offer. So personal trainers, you can use this, the mobile personal trainers. The gyms, you can also do this. Is the 24-hour gym. You could couple it with a personal training session. It could be 28 days gym membership for, $48 plus a PT session and a nutrition consultation. Or you could market a winner free. You could be win a 6-month membership free. And the consolation prize could be essentially you get 2 weeks free and then you sell them into your ongoing package. For the PT, that's for the 24-hour gyms. For the yoga, it could be $30 for 30 days. For the one-on-one PT, it could be essentially, 2 sessions for $67. You could package it with nutrition. Massage, 2 massage for $67 as well. Pilates, our Pilates studio is 5 Pilates sessions for $50. It's bringing people in. Remember, you're starting a relationship. It's bringing people in, and then it's upselling the next package. It's upselling the one after that as well. So with this, the retail on the scale depends on if you're selling higher end with retail or lower end with retail. What you could do with lower end, you're marketing a blog post. Like one of our clients, she has essentially party planning, for example. Now with this, so we're talking about that. She's marketing a blog post. So this is the Epic Blog. She's marketing a blog post for mums with kids around Australia, 2 to 4. Okay, so she's actually marketing the top 4 birthday parties. The top 4 Insta birthday parties kids are doing this year, and she's marketing to that to mums. And it's like, don't be left behind. Make sure your kids' party is the best they've ever had. So it's tapping into a bit of pain pleasure there. They click the link, they go to the blog post, and all of a sudden, it's the top 4 parties. And you know what? She just happens to sell all of those 4 parties. So it's like they have the Paw Patrol party, the Peppa Pig party, the dinosaur party, there's the fairy tale party. So with this, they market that, they buy the party planning, the product gets shipped to their house. And that's essentially how an e-commerce retail works. If you're selling retail, it must be then also an experience, okay? So looking at this, if you're selling cricket wear, you could be marketing, how do you choose the right cricket wear for your son? So you could be marketing to mums or dads, and they have kids, 8 to 15, and you're marketing to that, and it could be a free fit out, and they book in for a fit out, and you're driving people down to your retail outlet where they're booking in and they're buying your retail purchases. It depends on what type of experience can you create with your retail. And I think this is what you have to look at. I don't know if anyone follows like Gary Vaynerchuk, for example, in America. He did this post the other week on why Toys R Us essentially went bankrupt in the States. And the reason why they went into liquidation is they didn't sell an experience. Instead of just selling products, if they got people down for an experience, then all of a sudden they would have completely changed their business model. So if you put a couple of slides in there and you had like a bit of fun, people would come for the slides, while they're there, they buy the product. So, you know, for example, the mums come down to the cafe for the story time. While they're there, they just happen to buy coffee and cake. So what can you do that's an experience? How can you position your retail business different to every other business out there? And how can it be an experience that just happens to sell products? Because that's how you get repeat buyers every single month. So with this, we have essentially the physios, the real estate tradies. You can market a report. So the tradie on here as well, we're looking at essentially the renovation. The top 3 things you must avoid when renovating your kitchen. So if someone owns their house, they're looking at renovating, they're going to click there, they read this blog post, and then on the bottom here, on the bottom of the blog post, what you could do is like, call us up, we'll come down for a free consultation and free render. So one of our clients, he actually owns a carport business. For him, he does the exact same thing. So it's the top 3 no-nos that you must essentially have before building a carport. So he comes down, he quotes them up, he does a free render, they can see it in there. Actually, they can see it inside their house. It's all done, and all of a sudden there's more emotion on that, and then they buy. So it has essentially reports, trades, marketing coaches. We have a case study, so they work amazing. How you've grown this business to this, or how have you got so many leads for this business? And we're looking again, wealth coaches, accountants, B2B, financial planners. Olivia, what's the bookkeeping funnel that we were talking about? So with this, coaches. So all of a sudden it's a receipt and cupcake. So bring your receipts down to us. We'll come down for a consultation, bring them in a shoebox. We'll have a cupcake and a coffee, and we'll go through a consultation on bookkeeping for your business. So all of a sudden you're bringing consultations down on how you can cash flow them and how you can help them actually go through the muddle that is trying to get your cash flow in place for your business with bookkeeping. So that's a fantastic one that we were talking about the other day that we're helping someone with. We have accountants, we have coaches, wealth creation. So someone who actually owns a house currently, and you know they're trying to build wealth, you could get them down to a seminar. So it's like how to use the equity in your house and buy 10 properties in 10 years and get financial freedom. So it's a financial freedom seminar on property. That's what you should be doing if you're essentially a financial planner. Then we look online courses and high ticket, and we've covered that as well. Team, I want to know, before we move on from here, I've gone in pretty in-depth with this. Is there anyone that doesn't know what funnel they should be using? Okay. We have epic blog posts. We have discount offers. We have free reports. We have case studies. We have video series and seminars and webinars. Okay. We also have the discount offer. Remember the discount offer. If you don't know what funnel you should be using, again, write in the chat box what your industry is, and I'll tell you exactly what you need. The vinyl person, I think there was vinyl over here. Sorry. So let me know exactly your business, and I can help you with that. Anxiety, overdoing, overwhelm, playing out the same over year and over again. Frederick, a 7-day challenge or a 14-day challenge would be great. It could be a mindfulness challenge to decrease anxiety, or it could be a 90-minute seminar, Frederick, as well. A 90-minute overcoming anxiety seminar. So you could give them the top 3 tips to overcome anxiety in a seminar basis. And on the back end of it, you could push into a one-on-one consultation, and you could sell them into self-worth and self-belief and overcoming anxiety 90-day challenge. 30-day jacks, the hair salons. What we normally look at with this, there's a couple of different products. What we can do is we can do a 50% off blow wave. So you can get them down, instead of $60 for a blow wave, get them down for $30. You're booking them in. Once they're there, obviously, it's starting a relationship. You upsell them into the color and cut for the next one. Or you could do a $99 color and cut. Okay, so I know there's a bit more margin in that for you. So instead of it being $250 or $200, you're buying them to get them into your marketing place, and you're getting 50% off. There's still a little bit of a margin there for you. And then as a hairdresser, that's where the repeat business comes. Dental, our client audience is stay-at-home mums with 2 children in private schools. Well, that could be great. For Becky, for yourself, if you're a dentist, the lifetime value, like I'm from Perth. I went to my dentist from when I was like 3 up until I was like 16. And now I go to my wife's dentist, and she went to them since she was like 3 as well. And we're 30 now, and we're still going to the same dentist. So the lifetime value of a client for a dentist is literally crazy. So what I would do is probably, Becky, for yourself, I would market to mums who have kids 5 to 10. And I would market a problem, agitate, solve, or even like 3 to 5, or it could get them even earlier. It could be 0 to 2. Sorry, not 0. We know that teeth come in after 1. We're just going through teething right now, actually. So we know we can market 1 to 3 years old, and it's like book your child's first dentist appointment with us. We get you down. It's for free. So it's bringing their first dental checkout or the first clean in for free, because you know from there you book in every 6 months, repeat, and you know you're going to get them for the braces, you know you're going to get them for everything. So that's what I would do, for yourself, Becky, is getting that first client down as a discount offer or a free clean. Yeah. Becky, just give me a yes. Does that work for you? Just let's work with that. Fiona, I find discount offers work well. I probably do them once every 6 months. Do I do them on Fiona, for you, it just depends. We can go straight into high end if you're a nutritionist. So, for example, you could do a value video funnel, okay? So like a video series or a report or a case study. There's one of 2 ways. You can alternate month in, month out, Fiona, for this. So 1 month, you can mark a discount. And it's like, 14 days for $97, 2 PT sessions and nutrition plan. The next month, and your aim is to get 30 clients in, and you go from there. We actually help a wardrobe designer. I'll tell you a section, Natalia, how to do that in a second. We actually have coached one already. With this, the next thing I would do is next month, a value video. You could market 3 videos in Facebook. The top, you could market nutritionists. We're talking about this today. Go hyper niched. You could go, there's 57,000 females in Australia right now who suffer IBS. Okay. Like you could literally market to females in Australia who currently suffer IBS, and the number 1, the number 2, the number 3 problems females have with nutrition on IBS. You have these videos here, and all of a sudden there's a call to action at the bottom where it's click the link below to have a one-on-one consultation. We can talk about your problem. And you get them on a consultation. You have a consultation, Fiona, and then you upsell them into a 12-week plan. So I would go a value video into consultation 1 month, next month discount offer, and go month in, month out. I would alternate. Frederic, great 7-day challenge, works great. Aaron, I'm a buyer's agent for first-time buyers. A case study would work great, or even like for a buyer's agent, the same sort of thing. Like one of my friends does this, and he gets his he gets on a retainer, a yearly retainer. He finds them a certain amount of houses per year. A seminar is probably the best thing for you, Aaron. So what you're doing is educating them first. So, for us, for example, like some people we educate on Facebook ads, and it's like, this is how complex it can be. Let us do it for you. For you, it could be the top 7 trends on real estate right now and how to essentially buy your first house or your first wealth investment house to create wealth and get to 10 properties in 10 years. You do a seminar there, Aaron, on the how to look at the trends and how to market them. And then you can go, I actually, I do this for a living and I'm taking on 5 clients for me to do this for you. And I'm a professional. So for the first 5 people that put their hand up right now, they're interested. That's why they're in the seminar. And that they own a house because you only marketed to people who actually own their first house. And they make over 250K because you only marketed, Aaron, to people who own over 250K through Facebook ads. So with this, what I would do, Aaron, you got the right people in the room. The first 5 people that put up their hand right now, I'll have a one-on-one consultation with you, and I'll lay out a plan on where we would find your next house. And then you lay out that plan with them, and then you sell them onto your consulting service. Does that work for you, Aaron? Give me a yes. Does that work for you? I've got 2 more before we move on, guys. Remember, we're going to go live through how to do a Facebook ad in a second. Mark, Vinyl Creations. You're doing vinyl floorboards, I'm assuming, Mark. What I would do is I would be marketing to homeowners, obviously, looking to increase the worth of their house. So what you could do is I would go, before you buy floorboards, buy us. So you would have to do a free report, Mark. And it's like the top 7 things or the top 5 things on why you choose vinyl over Jarrah or over whatever the other alternatives. And that's what I would do for yourself. Yeah, that's next level. Awesome, Aaron. Awesome. I don't know everything about your business, but I'll try. Mark, so that's why I would do a free report would work best for you, Mark. So it's like you have to compare. I'm assuming they choose vinyl because it's like maybe it's easy to clean, it's cheaper, and maybe it's increases the worth of their house still without outlaying huge cost. So Mark, does a report, like a free report, work well for you? I've got 2 more to go through. How to go kitchen wardrobe. what I look at is a case study works really well for you, Natalia, is you would go through, high end, one of our clients, she essentially, they know they have a 4-bedroom plus house because you can market to that through Facebook. So it's not a 4-bedroom house. So they essentially probably have a large master bedroom. So what they do is they come in and they essentially market a case study, and they market to females. They market to females who are married, who make over $200,000, and they market them to 35 plus who are also corporate. So they know they have money to spend. They know they own a house. They know they're a little bit more mature, so they're willing to invest in their house as well. So it's like, do you wish that this was your house? And it's like a bit of a walkthrough through one of the layouts of one of their master wardrobe suites. And they're marketing to females in a little bit more higher demographic areas. And it's just like, let us come down for a free wardrobe consultation. And then they actually do a free render on what the wardrobe would look like. So it's a bit of a case study at the same time as a walkthrough for you. Does that work for you there for my wardrobes, Natalia? Mortgage broker is super simple. You're all the way down on the low risk side of things. It's a blog post. So what you're marketing there is essentially your market, because if people are first home buyers. So for yourself, Jason, and this is for everyone here, you have to decide, are you going to be the big fish in the small pond? For me, that's a crucial thing. So what you would look at, I'm only going to look after mortgages for first home buyers, for example. You can go into marketing, into the ad set section in Facebook marketing. You're choosing people who are actually first home buyers. So you're choosing them and you go market a blog post looking to buy your first home. Before you look any further, click the link below and we rate the top 3 mortgages for first home buyers. So they click the link, you give a bit of a write-up, why you go with, I don't know, the Diffs Mortgage Place or this one or this one. And it's like, if we would, there's a call to action throughout the blog all the way through it, Jason. And it's like, if you'd like a personal one-on-one consultation where we look at your finances and we look at essentially the type of house you want and the type of deposit you need, we find out what mortgage is best for you so you didn't even have to hassle. So then they click there and they opt in and you do it for them. That's exactly how you do it. How I charge for my service. Oh, sorry, Natalia. I thought you actually built the wardrobes. I apologize. I thought you actually built the wardrobes. Do you not do that? How I can start kitchen and wardrobe designer service. Okay, so you're a designer. Sorry, I thought you actually built them. With a kitchen and wardrobe designer, well, what you're going to be doing is I would market the exact same sort of thing down there, a lower risk thing. It's more of an epic blog post. So you're marketing trends. Okay, Natalia. So what it is the top 5 trends in kitchens right now, or the top 5 trends in wardrobe design right now. It's like Insta style marketing. And essentially you market the blog post, they look at it, they book in a consultation for you to come out to them and you do a design. So it can be a phone design or you come out, you walk through it and they buy the design off you. But it's more of an epic blog post. How much are you charging for your design, Natalia? Just so I understand. We should team up, Jason. You definitely should. Oh, Darren. Just making sure I'm getting everyone in here. Recruitment. Who do you look for mainly with recruitment? Guys, I've got 1 more minute before we move on from here. Simon, it's recruitment for specific industries. I would market to small business owners, for example. Maybe they're looking for salespeople, to grow your business. This is a great one if you're recruiting in sales. Looking for salespeople to grow your business, look no further. We have trained salespeople who are going to increase your revenue and going to X, Y, and Z. Click the link below to talk to us on how we can give you essentially authoritative, articulative salespeople right now. They click the link below, they jump on the phone with you, and you have a list of salespeople for recruiting, and you put them into your business. So I would start marketing. I don't know how much you charge. Well, Natalia, have a think about how much you want to charge for this design of wardrobes and design of that, and get back to me while you're on here. Okay, that's how I would do the recruitment. Go niche specific and giving them actually specific who you have in your pipeline. I know that's how you get paid from obviously putting them in there. Jason, making sure I have everyone. A bakery, it totally depends. Bakery, like one of our clients is a pizza service, right? You can market to mums. It could be, they do $5 Tuesdays for pizza. And, once they come in, they actually get them on a rewards club. so they come back within 30 days to essentially every 5th piece is free. So with yourself, with a bakery, you could bring them down. It could be Muffin Mondays. And muffins are $2 on Mondays. You're bringing people in, or you could be a vegan bakery. It could be gluten-free, and you could market to CrossFitters. I'm not sure. You need to go specific. You need to go specific with your bakery. Bring people in for once, and then getting them in back in bulk. So it's like getting people down with that, and that's what I would look at for a bakery. Last one, guys, before we move on. Last one, and we're going to go through ad sets. We're going through copywriting. This is going longer today. Technology, custom branded websites, fitness professionals. That's super simple. Paul, can you give me one thing? Do you also do graphic design, Paul? And I'm going to tell you exactly how to do this in a second. Do you also do graphic design? This is a super crucial funnel because you like that's something that's simply for you to do. PT Studio, just a discount offer. It'll be 2 sessions for essentially $97. It's a discount offer. Paul, get back to me on that one. This is example funnels, guys. So when we look at this, this is the AIDA style copy. So attention, interest, desire, action. RBT Rockdale grand opening special. So that's attention. You're talking to people in that area. And then we go attention, desire. So our world famous gym has hit Rockdale. We're looking to 15 females to transform their lives. And then we're looking at when we look at attention, desire. AIDA is attention, interest. Then desire. We look at this. We go flatten your stomach, tone your thighs, and build a booty. We look at that. It's actually building desire. And then it's telling them to take action. Click the link, go across here. We use ClickFunnels guys, for our marketing. ClickFunnels is like a landing page software. So you don't need to build a website for your landing pages. You do need a website for your actual business, but for landing pages, we use ClickFunnels. It's the least techie thing. You can use lead pages, you can use ClickFunnels, you can use Insta pages, you can use Woohoo forms, whatever you need to do. It's literally click a button, type words, and all of a sudden you have landing pages. So this is non-techie putting up Facebook ads. You've seen the Rockdale ads, Scott. Awesome. So Paul, coming back to you, the graphic designer, marketing of fitness professionals, what you have to talk to, you've got to look at their frustrations and pains. I would talk about logo first, and you bring people up, upsell them, right? Is your logo not standing out in the marketplace? So this is one, I'll tell you 2 funnels, Paul. Your logo not standing out in the marketplace. We have this week's only for personal trainers. We have we will design you 3 different designs of a logo for $147, 75% off. So you market Australia wide, 4 Fit Pros, you do the logos, you give them one, and then you upsell them from the logo into a brochure, or you upsell them from the logo into a website, because we know if someone changes their logo, they need to change their website. So you do an upsell style like that, Paul. So that's avenue 1. The second avenue, Paul, is more of an audit. You can market to Fit Pros, and it could be a free audit, which is just a consultation-based one, where you go, not getting enough leads through your website right now. Let us give you a free audit on your website and tell you the 5 things you must change to make sure you get leads every single day into your email. So all of a sudden, they opt in for a free audit. They put their URL in there, and they book a call with you. And then on that call, you have their website there, and it's like it doesn't have a proper flow. It doesn't look professional. There's no call to action, Paul. So all of a sudden now, with that, Paul, you sell them straight into the website, which is $3,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, because you ordered to them, you told them what was wrong, they still can't change it because they need a web designer to do it, and then you sell them into your services. Paul, does that make sense? Let me know. So with this, guys, this is a seminar model. So those doing seminars, our essentially financial planner or buy property buyer on here, this is what you do. This is a Facebook marketing seminar ad. It's the top 1 problem, top 2 problem. I actually had 4 problems on Facebook advertising. So I talk about the top 1 problem with buying a property as you're trying to create wealth. The number 2 problem could be, do you take it out of your super, or do you take it out of your equity of your house? The number 3 problem is making sure you buy in a growth corridor. The number 4 problem is, I have no idea what the 4th problem is. I have no idea if these problems work either. But essentially, on the videos, you talk about the 4 problems for your seminar. You drive them to a landing page. They opt in for your seminar, okay? And then if they don't opt in, you drive them back with traffic. Okay, awesome, Paul. Fantastic, mate. Then this is a webinar example. So we've all seen the webinar. This is how you're on here. We talk about problem, agitate, solve based copy. We drive them to a landing page. At the end of this call today, we've got like 10 minutes left on the call, guys. You're driving onto we have a call. It's a one-on-one call with us. So at the end of this, I'm going to offer 10 people on here a call where we actually go one-on-one. So I'm giving you snippets, 1 minute here, 1 minute there, through a call with 30 people on here. Instead, for 10 of you, there's a call to action, and we will go one-on-one for an hour through your business, help you design the copy and choosing the right type of funnel and helping choose the right type of marketing. We help you find $100,000 in your business in the next 90 days. So guys, remember, $100,000 is 33 sales. So we help you find 33 sales in the next 90 days. We help develop your plan. And that's what we offer to 10 of you at the end of this call today. And if you don't take that, well, we will target with case studies for the next 6 months. An epic blog example, we talked about this. There's a little bit of a video. It could be the top 5 cricket wears. It could be the top 5 wardrobes. It could be the top 5 anything. We drive you to a blog post. It goes through the top 5, and then you can buy one of those top 5. Okay, so that's crucial. Now, what does a 7-figure funnel look like? This is actually not a 7-figure funnel. This is our funnel. In 28 days in January, with RBT Gyms, we got 5,502 leads. So we spent $78,000 on marketing, or $79,000 on marketing in 28 days. We got 5,500 leads, and we also got $14 per lead. So for 5,502 leads, what does that mean? What does that mean? Well, if we look back here, 5,502 leads means essentially 2,500 or 2,250 into our intro offer. It also equals essentially 1,100 people into our $3,000 offer. So we made about $3.3 million worth of sales in January alone with exactly what I'm teaching you on this webinar. So that's $3.3 million in January. And we opened 4 gyms with 200 clients on day 1. So what I'm teaching you today, it's not theory. This is practical. What's working right now? But you might be thinking, TJ, I don't have $80,000 a month budget on Facebook ads. Well, let's look at $500. And how can you make $1 million with $500 a month to spend? Well, this here is our Journal-Up ads. There's females, males, and over 40 females, over 40 males. There's $521 spent right here. You can see it added up. Over this, there is 19 leads here, 75 leads here, 43 leads here. So it's 136 leads in total. 136 leads in total right now. So 521 spent, 136 leads. Well, we know from that, we know what it means. 136 leads equals 61 sold into our intro offer. So we're making money on the front end. So our marketing actually costs us nothing. Marketing is free. But from the 61 into our IO, we know that we're upselling 30 into $3,000. And that's how we make $90,000 a month from every single gym. And we turn that into 11 months of essentially $990,000 every gym. So we now actually have 21 gyms and we move past an 8-figure business. So with this, that's how to build a 7-figure funnel. When we're looking at Facebook ads and how to write them, we always want to have a call out. So free online training, we have a credibility statement, and then we have a call to action. We've already talked about a fair bit of copy on this today. How do you get these Facebook reports? I'm going to show you at the end of this webinar, Frederick, on how to look at your targeting. So give me 5 minutes and I'm going to get to that. Then this is Attain Digital. So this is our digital agency impact statement. Discover how Attain generated $2.5 million in 31 days. So it could be like, discover how this client bought 3 properties in 3 years, increasing their wealth by $2 million. And you go through the key metrics. And there's a bold headline. Then also there's the AIDA style copy, and we already talked through this. So you have to think about it. Am I using the right type of copy? I know you know the funnel, guys, because we talked about this before. And now we're talking about landing pages. So your landing page, take a screen capture of this. Your headline must match what was clicked. So if this was clicked, my headline here, $2.5 million in 31 days, I should say at the top here, $2.5 million in 31 days. How we help this company generate leads that increase their business. So then on the left here, a hero shot or a video. On the right-hand side, there is a name, email, and phone number. We know that people get to a website, their eyes go up here, move to the right, drop down. That's why your name, email, and phone number should always be here. Below that, 3 feature and benefits. 3 feature and benefits. So the feature for a gym, right, could be 4 personal training sessions a week for 4 weeks to increase muscle tone and increase your metabolism. It could be a nutrition plan that decreases bloat and increases energy. It could be 24/7 accountability to make sure you stay on track to get guaranteed results. So that's a 3 feature benefit statements. And then there's a reinforcement statement at the bottom. It's like a risk reversal. And then lastly, guys, how do we target this? How do we target it? Well, this is the ad set manager on Facebook. So when we're looking at our targeting, we go into, we're going to go live through this at the end of the webinar. We can go anyone in the world. There's like 2 billion people on Facebook. You know, there's brides on Facebook. In Melbourne right now, there's 33,000 brides currently in Melbourne. What can you market to them? Remember, I said big fish, small pond. Be the guy or be the female who only markets, you know, makeup or hair salon to brides, because they could come to you and, you know, doing their bridal day and doing their bridal essentially party for hair salons. Look at your package. How can you, you know, go to, you know, a $1,000 to $1,500 package and sell a couple of brides a week? Because these brides are going somewhere for their hair or makeup or fitness. They're going somewhere for it. Why shouldn't they be you? And if you start talking to them every single day with your marketing, it will be towards you. What about affluent people who own houses? You know, for the person who was doing wealth creation before, I think it was Paul, maybe it was Aaron. Looking at this, people who currently have a mortgaged house, who are currently high affluent. There are 720,000 people like that right now in Melbourne. What about affluent investment property owners? They're currently affluent. They're looking for investments and they own a house. Well, there's 32,000 people right now. So all your marketing should be around that. What about mums of kids? Okay. So you have kids 1 to 2, 3 to 5, 6 to 8. In Melbourne, there's 42,000 mums right now. 42,000 mums who have kids under 8 years old. What can you market to them? How can you get them in? I'm going to ask you a question right now. There's someone out there right now, just like you, making the money you want to make, helping the people you want to help, living the stress-free life you want to live. What's the difference between them and you? There is first-time buyers, Aaron. You can market to them. I'll show you that in about 4 minutes. So there's someone out there just like you, making the money you want to make, helping the people you want to help, living the stress-free life you want to live. What's the difference between them and you? Well, when I look back 6.5 years ago, I was living in my gym. The difference between me and them was action. It was also education. So it was really the difference of standards. I had a different level of standard then. Well, to increase my standards, I need to increase 3 things. I need to increase my experiences. So I wanted to find a mastermind. I also wanted to increase my knowledge. So I had to search and find new knowledge. And I also had to essentially, it goes from standards, it goes from experiences, it goes from knowledge, and it goes from people. You are the sum of the 5 people. So I knew I needed to find new people to be around. So in the chat box, what's the difference between them and you? Tell me right now, what is the difference between them and you? This is so crucial you answer that question for me right now. So crucial. You answer that question in the chat box. The difference between them is you is increasing your standards and actually taking action. So today we learned how to get your goal revenue, how to get your niche market, how to make irresistible offers, how to get a funnel that works for you, how to write a Facebook ad, elements of a landing page, and how to do super simple industry-focused landing pages. I have an offer for 10 of you on right here, guys. There's an offer in the chat box at the top. There is a clarity call. And like I said, there's a clarity call for 10 people. The difference between them and you is action taking. The difference between them and you is going, yes, I'm actually going to reach out for help and I'm going to have a conversation. Now, on this call, it's not just a sales pitch or anything like that. But remember, problem solvers or product sellers. We are problem solvers. I want to solve your problems. That is lead generation. If I solve your problems, that is lead generation, and show you how to sell your business, I know that I can grow your business to $1 million, to $2 million, to $12 million that we have currently right now. Because we are currently doing it, so I can do it for you. And that's what my team can do for you as well. So go into the offers section, get on a strategy call, book it in. Who should actually do this strategy call? Well, one, we guarantee essentially, you know, when we look at this, we go into how to get your core offer to be $3,000. So we talk about how do we actually get your core offer to be $3,000? How do we get that going? We go into how should I write my Facebook ad? Who should I target so I can be the big fish in the small pond? We look at that. We also go through, you know, what should my copy be? What should my irresistible offer be? What type of video should I market in the marketplace to get people into the right type of funnel? We also give you confirmation, because the difference between them and you is clarity. Clarity on what should I do today? What should I do tomorrow? What should I do every day for the next 90 days? Because if you knew tomorrow, what you have to do is you need to go through the frustrations and pains worksheet, go from pleasure to pain. The next day, you have to craft a bit of Facebook copy and an ethical bribe or a lead magnet for that. The next day, I need to go into ClickFunnels and create this plan. The next day, I need to then put my Facebook ad up. The next day, I need to spend $20 on Facebook ad and test that out into the marketplace. The next day, I need to look at my stats. Did it work? And increase it to $30 a day. And next day, I call my lead and I get my first lead. And 7 days in, I'm getting leads happening. And I'm getting my first sale on day 8. And the next day, I go in my budget. I'm going, okay, I know I need 3 sales every single week, essentially, to get my $9,000 or $450,000 business. Okay, so I'm going to start at that. I know that 3 sales a week, I need 6 irresistible offers, and I need essentially 12 leads. I know I need to spend, $40 a day. We give you clarity. That's what the call is for. So go up there, and we map out your 90 days with you. What needs to be done every day for 90 days to get your goals, to help get your $250K, to help get your $500K, to help build your $750,000 business, to help build your $1 million business. We give you certainty that just if you wake up and you do this one thing, and tomorrow you do this next thing, and the next day you do this next thing, and just do that one thing. Brian Tracy says, eat that frog. If you eat that frog the first thing in the day, and we tell you what that thing is on this clarity call, and we map out your 100 days, well, at the end of the call, you can go, thanks, I'm going to go do this by myself. And you go and execute and make 100K. And maybe then you come back and go, hey, I made 100K. Let's do business together. Or at the end of that call, it's like, hey, can you coach me through this? Can you coach me through this process? We go, yeah, for sure. We can do that as well. But either way, you have clarity. Guys, give me a yes in the chat box. Who thinks they need clarity? Who thinks they need clarity on how to execute this over the next 90 days? Give me a yes in the chat box. Everything we've talked about right now, who thinks a 1 hour call to give them complete clarity will give you exactly what you need to do? Give me a yes in the chat box if you think this would help. 1 hour walking exactly through what you need to do to build your business and add 100K in the next 90 days. Give me a yes in the chat box if you think that's what you need. It gives you clarity on the one thing I need to do every day. The one thing. And then, guys, fill it in. Yes, awesome, Simon. Fantastic. Booking a strategy call. Guys, because, yes, Jason, booking a strategy call, mate, because that's what we need to do. Because, team, the people who shouldn't book this in, great, there's some yeses coming through, guys. There's 28 of us on here, okay? There's 28 of us on here. I want to see some yeses because I'm hoping in this hour and 12 minutes so far, in a group environment, I've shown that I can help you. In an individual environment, I want to transform your life. I want to take you out of stress, take you towards 3, 4, 5 sales every week of $3,000, okay? Every single week. I want to take you to $1 million business. I want to give you clarity. If you wrote yes, then book a clarity call because that's what we want. Catherine, does this cost anything at all? No, it doesn't. This is free. Actually, it's the opposite of free because if we can't find you $100,000 in the next 90 days, we literally look at your business. We go, okay, this is what your offer should be. This is what you do every day over the 90 days. And we go, okay, fantastic. We can do this for you. If we can't find you $100,000 in 90 days, what we do, Catherine, is we pay you $500 for wasting your time. Because I believe every business owner is worth $500 an hour. Every business owner is worth $500 an hour. So if I waste your time in that hour and I can't map out exactly how to find you $100,000 in 90 days, we pay you $500 for wasting your time. So we would actually pay you if we can't find this for you, Catherine. Yes, awesome. Getting a bunch of yeses coming through. Who other people shouldn't get this, guys? There's 2 people. One, if you have ego, okay? If you have ego and you go, nah, I don't need this. I don't need help at all. Like, don't do it, guys. But it's being humble enough to understand I'm great at what I do. I'm great at finding the right houses. I'm great at doing vinyl floors. I'm great at, designing wardrobes. I'm great at renovations, or I'm great at fitness. I'm great at this. But I'm not 120% on business right now. So it's being humble enough, just like when you learned how to become a tradie or a personal trainer or learned anything there, you went out and sought help to get amazing as a technician. Now what you do is you reach out for help and you go, as Tony Robbins says, the best way to essentially achieve your results is to model someone who has done exactly what you want to do. And if anyone is on here wants to build a $10 million business, that's what the call is about. It's about growing that $1 million and scaling that. And that's what we do for people every single day. Great that we have a bunch of yeses coming through. And I appreciate everyone going on this call. If you have any questions, guys, there's like 30 seconds before we start the live ad. If there's any reasons why you didn't book a call, please let me know. While there's 26 of us on here, any reasons why you didn't book a call, let me know. And I can help. I can make sure that I can be better at what I do with these webinars. I'm going to get you to watch something for 30 seconds before I go live through a Facebook ad while everyone's booking those calls in.
This has been an absolutely life-changing experience for us.
Every aspect of it has been life-changing.
This has been one of the biggest life-changing experiences I've ever experienced.
100% it's completely changed my life.
Completely changed my life.
It's completely changed everything. Like, we're financially a hell of a lot better off. We've a lot more free time for ourselves. We're not stuck in work 24 hours a day. And it's grown our business exponentially.
In the space of 90 days, we'd built it from under 20 clients back up to over 120. Built it back up to like a 250K plus gym. And then at the moment now, within the 12 months, we're on track to be a 7-figure gym.
Revenue-wise, we're the last couple of months, we're averaging about 50,000 per month.
Within 8 weeks, I pulled in about 16K and a new clientele. And for me at that time, that was unheard of to do that in 2 months. I wouldn't have been able to do that on my own. So, and now that's a joke.
I had about 4 or 5 clients that started with me. I think we've got about 180 clients and growing. So,
So I just wanted to stop, guys. The reason why I show you that towards the end there, because remember, I can say I'm good at something, and we are amazing at what we do. But if I just say I'm good, like guy has an ego. I think you must have a little bit of ego to be in business and to help people, because you must believe you're amazing at what you do to be in business. I'm sure everyone on here. Speak soon, Jason. No worries, mate. Thanks, buddy, for being on here. Everyone has to have a bit of ego to actually be in business, because you're trying to give a service, and hopefully you're great at what you do, deliver that service. Now, if I'm saying I'm good, that is just a statement. When other people say I changed their life, when other people say, I gave them clients, I built their business, I get everything for them, and it's literally life-changing, well, that statement that I say turns into a fact. So when we talked about that Venn diagram of an authority principle earlier, the reason I show you that, because everything I've said today now, it's like the nail on the head. We are great at what we do, and it's a fact because other people are saying we're great. So if you don't have a video currently with your clients saying how amazing you are at what you do, we have this across all of our businesses, it's super crucial, because that buys you the credibility that you need. I'm going to go across right now into Facebook Ads Manager. I'm going to show you live how to put up a Facebook ad. This has been a long webinar today, guys. There was a lot of questions inside when we were doing our ads. So I apologize that if anyone has to rush off and I didn't get it to you in time. If anyone's still thinking about booking a strategy call, don't think, book it in. Our mission is essentially to, grow, 10,000 business owners 1,000 business owners in Australia to $1 million revenue by 2020. It's our $1 billion mission. Thanks, Jason. See you, David. So with this, guys, let's go in here. Let's look at the live ads. David, hopefully you booked a strategy call, mate, so we can have a chat in depth. So I'll go over here to create an ad. So I'm in the business manager up here. I go create ad. This will pop up. So I'm going to put test here. The campaign is where you choose your ad type. I'm going to choose a traffic ad for this specific campaign. Traffic ads are designed for people to click on your ad and go to a landing page. The ad section is where you actually design, is where you pick your targeting, and the ad name, that's the section where you actually design your creative or what you're going to be marketing. So I go publish. Thanks, David. Have a great day, mate. So with this, I go down here. Sorry. Publish draft items. And then I go into my ad set section here. So I pull this up, and everyone can start to see this on the ads manager. I start to load my essentially my marketplace. If I know I spend $20 a day, I'm going to get about 25 clicks to 160 clicks a day. Okay, so this is where I can change my ad spend. If I go down here, I can start to pick my marketplace. So say, let's go, I did logos and websites for personal trainers in Australia, for example, right? Because I know one of us is on here. Hopefully we're still on here. I would go Australia-wide because I know that building websites, I can market for anyone, make websites for anyone in the world. I could do just a Skype interview with them and help them out. I know that essentially they're in Australia. I want to market to all men and women. I might have a different one for men or women, so I can specifically talk to that marketplace. I market to 21 to maybe 40, 50, let's say that. It's like a slightly broader age range because it's a specific topic. And then I can go detailed targeting. What I would do is I would go small business owners, because you can market specific to small business owners here. And I would go behaviors, small business owner. And then I would go narrow audience down again. So now I'm down to 390,000. I would narrow it down to personal trainers, interest. So interest, personal trainer. I could probably narrow it down even further. There's 95,000 personal trainers in Australia. I could go Facebook page admins. So maybe you do a logo design for their logo and their Facebook page. I'm not sure. That's how you could do it. Let's go 76,000. Okay, so there's 76,000 people who are small business owners. They're interested in personal trainers, so they may be a personal training small business owner, but we know they are a small business owner anyway because they're a Facebook page admin. Okay, so that's our marketing. That's our targeting right now. If I wanted to narrow it down further, I can go into affluence and stuff like that, but I won't worry about it. I'll just show you how you can do it for those who have affluence suggestions. So I could market to very high affluent and high affluent personal trainers. So I know they have money. There's 35,000 of them for sure. Let's go for it. Now I go edit placements. I scroll down and I'm going to take it. I'm only going to put it in my news feeds. That's a super crucial thing. I'm only going to put it in my news feeds right now because I'm doing a traffic-based ad. Traffic ads don't work great when they're not on the news feed. So I have it here. It's in my news feeds right now. It's in my mobile and mobile news feed and desktop news feed. I'm going to go down further again. Something you want to change here. I'm going to change for link click, not impression. Okay, because if not, you just get charged for people seeing your ads. So now, right now, okay, just as a crucial thing for all 18 of us still on here right now, we know we're spending $20 a day and we're marketing an offer. We're marketing an offer to 27,000 people, which is hyper targeted, which is our niche. And we're going to get for that $20 a day about 10 to 64 clicks. Okay, just so we understand. So let's even say we go on the lower end of the 10 clicks a day. Okay, so 10 clicks a day. Now our landing page should be converting at a minimum 10%. A minimum 10%. So if a landing page is converting at 10%, so 1 in 10 who go to our page actually opts in and gives us their details. We know that it's going to cost me, okay, $20 a day per lead. Okay, because I'm spending $20 a day. Okay, up here it shows you me $20 a day. I'm going to get down here. It shows me essentially 10 clicks as a minimum. And if my landing page is converting at 10%, I'm going to get 1 lead a day. So for me, if I need 3.3 leads a day, I need to spend, $66. I need to spend $66 a day. I'm going to get my 3 leads a day. And this is how we work it out. So I'm going to spend 3 leads, $66 a day. I'm going to get 3 leads a day, and I'm going to build my $1 million business. Because remember, the process takes care of itself. Focus on the process, not the outcome. Guys, just give me a yes in the chat box for those who are still here. Does this make sense? That targeting right now? Give me a yes in the chat box. Did that give you a bit of an aha moment as well? It's like, oh, I didn't know you can do that. So I'm going to publish draft items, and I'm going to create my ad. So I go to the ad section. This is where I create my creative. I'm going to choose my business I'm going to market off. Okay, so I choose that. I go just an ad with an image. I'm going to select an image. I'm going to use a stock image. I'm going to use a personal trainer. Okay, so my stock image of a personal trainer, it might be, let's just say this one. Okay, we'll just use this for now. So I've got here, I've got a ClickFunnels URL that I'm going to send this to, which is my logo design. Yeah, I can experiment with that. Awesome, fantastic, guys. We're getting some yeses still. So this is what my ad looks like currently. Probably pretty crap because I need to put some offers in there. remember, I'm going to do a free, let's do the audit one actually for my website designer on here. So I'm going to type for a second, guys. So it might be quiet for like 10, 15 seconds at a time right now. So just bear with me as I show you exactly how to get this ad up. Let's go, not getting enough leads. So PT, not getting enough leads. So it sort of goes through like that. Let's go desktop newsfeed. Hopefully it pops up. No, it's not still. And then this is where I put my, essentially my, my headline. It's like, so like you want to go, if we go problem, agitate, solve, right? We'll use the past-based copy. So struggling to get leads. Struggling to get leads. See you, Becky. No worries. Are you struggling to get leads into your so like you want to open up with a bit of a question, right? Because questions actually stop people. I'll talk to you on the phone, Becky. Are you struggling to get leads into your business from your website? So it's opening up a bit of a conversation with them. And it's like, then it's going to the next one. It's like, not enough. Stay with me for 10 seconds, guys. Person. Make sure you. Five things you're doing wrong with your website. No worries, Simon. Talk to you soon, mate. So with this, guys, this is exactly how I do it. So it's like, are you struggling to get leads into your business from your website? Not enough leads equals not enough, obviously I work on this copy. Not enough leads equals not enough sales, which equals which equals stress to you. We're offering 5 personal trainers, a free website audit where we show you the 5 things that you are doing wrong, or maybe it's holding your website back, and how to fix them now. Click the link below to claim your free website audit. To claim your free website audit. So that's my call to action, right? Now I'll put a link there, and essentially that's my ad. I have my ad done. Newsfeed description. It could be like 5 website audits available only. So with this, I have an ad. You can see it over here, team. You can see exactly what it looks like. They're struggling with your leads, they're getting not enough quality leads, blah, blah. And this is what it looks like, and that will get marketed. And we know I'm going to press publish, and all of a sudden I have a live ad. So that's how you put up your ad. That's how you market your business. And that's how you actually get the right offer in front of the right business, maybe for website, website designers. So with this, that marks the end of the webinar, guys. I just wanted to show you exactly the process of putting up an ad, targeting, and all the rest of it. So I appreciate everyone who came on here for 90 minutes. That was a long one today. I do these every single week, and I love helping business owners. I love helping getting you success. Thank you so much today, team. Thank you so much for being on here. I live to serve, and hopefully you booked a call so we can talk soon and help grow your business and help you get over stress and actually get sales into your business every single week through marketing, leads, and sales. Okay, peace out, team. Have a great weekend.